Welcome to the Silverhawk Medicine Lodge, the Revelation Book 2, and the Magical Mystery Tour. In Discourse 19, we are going into the quantum leap and beyond purification. The purification is a term the Hopi Indians used, referring to these times, and it can apply to Revelation Book 1, all those dire prophecies that were portrayed in that part of the Revelation. We're now in Revelation Book 2. We're beyond Book 1. We're going into Book 2. The reason we're going into Book 2 is that we are in a quantum leap of consciousness and energy on this planet. The Hopi prophecies talked about us coming together in unity, in the great circle, in harmony, and we have all the elements in place for that to happen, and we are accomplishing that leap. So the purpose of purification at a planetary level is to bring universal order back to a planet. And I proposed to the Creator, Father, Mother, God, that we could do this in our minds and hearts and spirits, have the purification on the inner planes, so we didn't have to have the ecospasm and wars and disease and pestilence and all that sort of thing besieging all our beautiful children. Why should they suffer for the insanity of the adults? So this is what's been happening for a good 2 decades in a big way, and we are now on the threshold of a golden age. The energy of it is beginning to be visible, the power of it beginning to be visible. We have perpetrators of the Dark Empire being recognized now and beginning to be arrested, and the world waking up everywhere to the truth of all things, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and also the truth about ourselves as a species, and the truth that we're only one little university of life in this galaxy that is prolific with advanced people and high consciousness and highly developed civilizations. And they are coming in to help, and will come closer as we awaken more. So this is the elements of a quantum leap where we're going beyond purification. The purification has been happening within, in our consciousness and in our minds. People are waking up wholesale out of the matrix of lies and illusions, ignorance and fear. And we're coming into truth, light, knowledge, and love. This is the purification, and it's reaching exponential expansion. And what exponential means is like rocket science. Rocket science is when you double your speed every second from the speed you were going before until you rocket yourself out of gravity. It's an exponential gathering of power and speed. And that's happening on the inner planes in consciousness. And wondrous teachers are coming out everywhere and sharing what they know. Whistleblowers, people who have been part of black projects and cover-ups are coming forward. And people are beginning to research, wake up, seeking news on the internet rather than the mainstream, because the mainstream has been controlled completely and crafted to keep everyone asleep and dozing off into the lies and mediocre half-life that they wanted their slaves to be in. Well, no one's settling for that anymore. People are not settling. They're seeking. They want more. We know we've been ripped off. We know we've been suppressed. And we've been on a long, dark night of the soul on this planet. We went a long way from Eden. In Eden, humanity had conscious communion with Source. We lived the Christ light. We had communion. We had unity. We had harmony. We knew who we were. We knew what we were and why we were. As an agent of life, as an agent of the I Am in the universe. We're coming back to that. The purification within is bringing us back into the Edenian mind. And, of course, I give you the grand tour of the finished product in the Drifter Trilogy. And what is a day in the life of a fully restored human being with full spiritual powers and remembrance. What would it be like to live in that world? Well, I take you there because I was taken there by the Great Spirit, gave me the tour, and I pass it on to everyone else so you can have the tour. And then contemplate and meditate on that, because that is the quantum leap we are in now. And we are going beyond purification. When you reconnect to Source, I Am, and remember yourself, and start to remember who you are in truth and why you're here, you're coming back into the Edenian mind, the original plan that Father, Mother, God set up for us to be agents of them and stewards, caretakers of creation. And to live in joy and live in love with infinite creative potential, infinite power at our disposal, and a mind and spirit so awake, then nothing can beguile us or bring us down or draw us into a lie, because you simply see the truth all the time. You're no longer lost in belief systems or lies of the way things are. You see clearly with your single eye of spirit and hear clearly with your mind of spirit, and you know the truth, and the truth does make you free and keep you free continually. And in this higher state of energy and consciousness, the quantum leap will take you into full re-glorification of your DNA. Your physical body and your spiritual body will tend to blend together and become one. And you go beyond death, disease. You go beyond enslavement. of any kind to anything. You become a fully conscious, free, and sovereign being, a god or a goddess of the Most High Majesties. And this is our true kingdom, and what we are all heir to, and what we are quantum leaping into at this time. Now, we're given time, mercy and grace, to acclimate, to come awake, to remember, and become again who we were meant to be. This is not an instant leap. It's given in a way that we can come into harmony and consider all the implications and ramifications and come to decide if we want to leap all the way at this time into this ultra state of being, or perhaps we'd like to relocate to another three-dimensional drama world and go along with that a bit more before we take the leap back home. So we're given time to decide and to hear all the teachings and consider them and meditate and contemplate. And whatever we decide, we're not judged, we're not condemned, we're always loved. We are never lost, we are never forgotten. How could that ever be? The I Am is us, lives within us, and knows right where we are and how we are every moment. So we can decide to leap all the way into this grand light that's coming, and we'll have time to do that. We'll have time to decide and consider, and the grace to acclimate and grow into this greater life. You needn't feel overly pressured. You don't expect a prisoner to acclimate to free life after a lifetime in prison. You need sort of a halfway house to get used to the idea again and remember how it is to be free, how it is to be sovereign, and reacclimate to the free world. So this is given to us by the universal order so we can remember and reacclimate and take this quantum leap into our ultimate potential, to our ultimate beingness, beyond death, beyond disease, beyond entrapments, and remember what total, absolute freedom really is, and how it is, and what it means. What a glorious time to be alive. What awesome opportunity. The beginning of a new cosmic cycle, a new galactic new year, coming up this very year. And the opportunity to grow into it. So until tomorrow, I wish you the finest meditation on all of these things. And Amun Ra, Vaya con Dios, Carpe Diem, Aho. Seize the day.